Mary Jane Yazzie. I don't have a native name.
And your tribal affiliation?
I'm affiliated with the Utah portion of the Ute Mountain Ute tribe.
And where do you live and where were you born?
I live in White Mesa, Utah, which is 80-something miles from here. And I was born in Westwater, Utah, just right on the outskirts of Blanding.
My name is Aldean Ketchum, and my traditional name known by when I play my music is Banaksha Kakwanech, meaning lightning hawk. And I'm a member of the Ute Mountain Ute White Mesa band tribe, and I'm also a traditional flute player and a cultural person in our community.
Lola Mike, that's my name. And Indian name is Winnage, that stand up, you know, little baby, he stand up, he's like that, Winnage.
Paiute. She says she's Ute, but she's Paiute originally.
Okay. Would that be San Juan, Southern Paiute?
Yeah. Paiute Canyon, I don't know how many years, lots of years over there. That's garden over there too. Katika parawitsu niya apo ay. Ka wasa ka parawitsu nemito snuchi wo anea.
My name's Imagene, Dutchie Pelt, and I don't have a Ute name. And I am a member of the Ute tribe, Ute Mountain tribe, here in Toyac, but I live in White Mesa.
Good afternoon. Could you please tell us your name, both in English and your native language, and your tribal affiliation?
Janet Ketchum, Ute tribe, Ute Mountain Ute tribe, White Mesa band.
Where do you live and where were you born?
I live in White Mesa, Utah. I was born in Monticello, Utah.
And what is the name of Rainbow Bridge in your native language?
Ben Rock, but nowadays they call it what was the rainbow in Ute. Bridge. That's what they call it nowadays.
Nisapur te wiwa hapa te wiwa pachu kunisap. Dik atenia pachu nemuya ne amar. My grandpa yung my para amar nemuya hum ne ara umay kaya no kap madachne.
What is the name of Rainbow Bridge in your native language?
Ania nunia atumuya again. Maro Rainbow Bridge.
Te pimawata kwat.
Bent rock. Dupui mavatu, what she says.
Roughly how close to the bridge she was living and when?
Agavana kwaru dupui mavatu the mun kania me kau.
Chak me sap nach. Chuta tiga kate pua kate uwe me ne anem kania me. I think
she lived about a mile or something away from there to where it was visible and scary looking, she says.
Do you remember when you were hearing about Rainbow Bridge before Jim died?
Yes, he would talk about it all the time. He said when he first went down there, when he saw the bridge, he got scared. He didn't know what it was, but he said he did go down there and saw it.
Did he say whether it was with the Douglas Cummings party of
No, he
1940?
went by himself the
Before
first
that.
time, yes. That's when later he invited the other people to come there.
I remember my grandfather, Jim. He was still a very old man in his 70s, and he would always, at that age, his mind would still be sharp in sharing stories, and I think it was from my childhood, you know, in the 60s to the early 70s is when I knew him, and at that time he was a very old man as well, and I think he was in his hundreds at least, but his mind was still sharp. He would remember things and stories in that way of how I remembered him, and that will always be with me, is the stories that he would share.
My great-granddad went down there on a trip. His daughter went down there, my grandmother, Po Chief, and his youngest son, Billy Mike, went down there too. All three of them had been down there to visit the bridge, and just the idea that each one of, or some of my family have been there several times. And just the very idea that, you know, we stood before the bridge that my grandfather had discovered. It's a very heart-touching and emotional. Feeling when you stand there.
What would you want visitors to know about Rainbow Bush?
I think the most important thing is to understand the connection that we as a human being race must understand is, you know, it will probably remain there standing when we're long gone, and yet just to remind us that things that are created around us is there for us to share and to use, and in whatever forms it makes us better people, I think. And to me, it's how my family and I have known by the stories that my great-grandfather would share, and eventually, you know, going back and recounting the steps that he might have taken. I think that in itself, you know, explains a lot. You know, the connection we have there, and just to let the people know, you know, it's there for everyone to see and to interpret the way they want it, I guess, very much.